Today we're going to cover off why do small businesses fail. Now if this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's great to see your smiling faces again. I'm David Anthony. And over the next few minutes we're going to cover off specifically about how external things can affect your business. For example, right now with coronavirus, it's affected a lot of businesses. There's a reason for that. It's because there are cycles. So stay with me because right now I'm feeling a bit chilly because we're in the cycle of winter right now. Let me explain more. So coming back soon. Whoa. Oh, it's a bit better. Feel warmed up now. We all love a good summer, don't we? The problem is when winter comes, which it will, then are we ready? Are we prepared? The key takeaway today about why do small businesses fail is that external situations can actually destroy our businesses and we need to be prepared. So basically, we need to understand one key thing. This is the key value takeaway today, is that everything has a cycle. Everything goes in cycles and that one point moves to the next. So right now with coronavirus, globally we're in the cycle of winter. But guess what's happening? Spring follows winter. So it's so easy to get tied up with the fact that we're in winter and all the problems and the challenges that come with winter. Winters can be harsh and they can be hard. And in terms of cycles, basically, they can be short or long. It really depends. Everything has a cycle. Industries have a cycle. The planet has a cycle. Our bodies have a cycle. The moon has a cycle. And if you understand that from one point here, it's going to move to another point, and it's a cycle, so it's going to come back and keep on going. When you really get that, you can be prepared. Being prepared is your power in business. That is why you must have knowledge in business about cycles, because it's a core thing that can take your business away from you. We lost our last business, Magic Webs, where we had 40 people in our team. We lost it basically because we started in an industry that was in the late summer when we got into the industry, which is search engine optimization. We didn't understand the cycle of that industry. And very quickly it went into winter. What happened? And in that time frame, we built our team from basically for nothing to 40 people in 4 years. But now the industry is in winter. Things had moved on. But in our heads and in our actions, we're still in the summer. We made a lot of money in the summer. We were not prepared for the winter that was coming. We had no idea. And the key thing is then, because of the external situations, all things can stack on top of each other. So right now, here where we're living, we've got coronavirus, but we've also got drought. So from drought follows famine. So these are the things that happen. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be famine here, but basically, there is going to be a shortage of rice this year compared to last year. There's going to be less. Now, when we understand that we can plan, so planning is the best thing that you can do in winter. It's a time for preparing for something new, for getting new ideas, for strengthening your team, strengthening your financial systems, strengthening your own physical body. Winter is a great time to cleanse your body because it's the cycle of quietness. Take the time to do things that you don't normally do or you're too busy to do. So work on your accounts, work on your financial planning, work on your education, work on your team skills, work on restructuring your team, work on educating your team. All those things that are going to get you prepared and ready for the spring. So that's the incredible thing. Everything has a cycle. And if you can't see the cycle, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means you've not been able to find it yet or you've not been looking. An incredible cycle we work with here at the Happy House Farm is planting by the moon. The moon has a cycle, and as you probably know, it's a 30-day cycle. It's not the same as a calendar, which is 31 or 30 or whatever. It's fixed to 30 days. So basically, when you follow that calendar, you can do amazing things. So right now, we're plowing our fields because it's in the last quarter. It's what we call the dark of the moon. So it's like a winter. It's when we prepare and plan, cut down the old weeds, chop the trees, and plow ready for planting the seed when the moon becomes new, which is in basically about a week's time. So we're getting ready. And as you can see here in the video, you can see the kids are busy and everything's happening. And we're not sitting doing nothing, even though it's the dark of the moon.
You've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written.
We are feeling quieter. When the energy drops, our feelings become more internalized. So that's the important thing to remember. And some people sort of don't like that feeling of quietness and stillness. Take the time to actually enjoy that stillness and the specialness that comes from those experiences. And that's when your intuition can flourish and develop, when you take care of yourself and use the time wisely. And then when the spring is here, get going, don't wait. Get out there, plant. Don't hold back once the spring is there. So next week, you'll see us busy. We'll plant the seed and we'll do it in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours max. It'll all be done over, all 5 fields finished and woof, and then we'll wait for it to grow. That's the cycles. So understand the cycles, enjoy the cycles, learn about the cycles, and check out this website for moon cycles. It's quite an interesting one. And I use this all the time, just to quickly glance and see exactly what is going on with the moon. If you want to learn about planting by the moon, there's huge amounts of resources online. But you can plan your business by the moon as well. So a little tip, and we're going off track a little, if you want to do a public event, make sure it's 2 days, 3 days before the full moon, or just before the full moon, 1 day beforehand. If you want the maximum number of people to come to your event, because the energy is at the peak. Right now, check out this. We're plowing our fields and clearing our fields, ready to plant.
You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner.
A few days ago, we were planning the land. We got a piece of paper out and put everything together so that we could understand what would go where, who would do it, how it would do it, who's going to do the plowing, what time are they going to do, and we arranged everything and organized everything. Now, as you can see, everything's working and we're ready to plant. How perfect is that? Use the time well. So right now, the whole world is in winter. But you see people like Warren Buffett. He's sitting on billions of dollars of hard cash. What was he doing during the summer when everybody else was spending and buying and buying? What was he doing? He was hoarding, he was holding, he was collecting. And he wasn't collecting business assets, he was collecting cash. That tells you something significant. He knew winter was coming. You must know your cycles and be prepared and must plan. Don't expect an endless summer. It's not going to happen. Winter is going to come. And if you're not ready, you're going to have a problem. As we did in our business in Magic Webs, we had a problem, a serious problem. It set me back 5 years. In a way, I haven't done business now for over 5 years. But here at the Happy House Farm, we've developed it. We've progressed it. We've done incredible things. During coronavirus, we didn't even notice it was going on, except when we went into town. We were fully self-sufficient in food, fully self-sufficient in water, fully self-sufficient in power. Everything we needed here, because we spent 5 years preparing and developing and building. So don't ever think the summer's going to last forever. But during the winter, which we're in right now globally, sometimes you get an opportunity. Like Warren Buffett, I read the other day, yesterday I think it was, he's just invested $570 million in a new startup called Snowflake. And he's just invested that, a huge amount of money, but that's a small amount of his money. He's still in winter. He's like a fox in a hole. He's seen an opportunity. He's dived out, grabbed the fox and gone back into his hole. He's not spending, because he knows it's still winter. He's preparing and planning and strategizing. That's what the time is for now. So just like us getting ready for our crops, just like now with UBLA, we're getting ready for when we can actually launch, because it's not the time to create a business. It's the time to plan, develop, build teams, strengthen everything So my name is David Anthony. I hope you're getting tremendous value out of this. And if you've not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, and catch us for the next video. This is part 5 in a 6-part series. So we're going to finish off, and the last one is going to be an interesting one. So you'll want to watch out for that. It's going to be out in a few days' time. So thank you very much. We're really grateful that you're here and you're joining us, and take care. Bye-bye.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes